friends, I hope you're all doing well, and I'm excited because I have a little friend with me, and this is a little stuffed animal that my grandpa got me when I was, goodness gracious, probably about your age. I was probably 4 or 5. I was little, and my grandpa got it for me, and I've had it ever since I was little, and I just love it so much. And we take it out every time it's Christmas. So around Christmas, every year we take them out and we put them under the Christmas tree, which I don't know if you can see Miss Klein's Christmas tree, but it's right there. So we put our little friend under the tree, and I just love him a lot. And he is a gingerbread man. And today we are going to read a story called The Gingerbread Baby. And this is a really cute story. In fact, I have a little gingerbread baby inside of my book. So here is the cover. The Gingerbread Baby. Gingerbread Baby, and it has really beautiful pictures in it. The illustrator, or the person who drew the pictures, did a really good job. Look at all those beautiful pictures. It's a pretty house. All right, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna turn it around. It was cold outside. It was warm inside. A fine day for gingerbread, Maddie thought. Maddie's mother put the big blue bowl on the table and lit the stove. Maddie took down a worn-looking cookbook with old-fashioned writing on the cover. He opened it up to the page that said, Gingerbread Boy. So he wants to make a gingerbread boy. There he is getting the book. And Maddie, I don't know if you remember, but he is the same little boy in the story, The Mitten, where we read where all the animals climbed inside the mitten. It's the same little boy. So he must get in a lot of different adventures. They measured and mixed. Maddie rolled the dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy, and they popped him in the oven. Bake a full 8 minutes. No more, no less. Do not peek, the recipe read. Maddie listened to the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4, 5. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. He opened the oven door to take a peek. Instead of a gingerbread boy, out jumped a gingerbread baby. So there it is jumping out. So he didn't let it cook long enough. So instead of a gingerbread boy growing or cooking in the oven, a gingerbread baby came out. And there's the gingerbread baby. He's so cute. But he's a little bit naughty. He says, he pranced around the big blue bowl. I'm the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. So he's saying, catch me if you can. Silly gingerbread baby. All right, so I'll read it and then turn it around. Maddie's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back into the oven, but he ran all around the kitchen. The door opened and in came Maddie's father. What's that delicious smell, he asked, as the gingerbread baby tumbled through his legs and outside into the yard. So Maddie's dad came home, and the gingerbread baby, he ran outside. Isn't that crazy? He ran outside. There he is running. Oh my goodness, what a naughty little gingerbread baby. What is he doing now? He got on the cat. He ran by the tabby cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him. They tumbled and rumbled, but the gingerbread baby came out on top. So now he's wrestling the cat, silly gingerbread baby. And there's the dog. Let's see what he does to the dog. He ran toward the garden wall. The dog caught a whiff of tasty ginger and sniffed along behind him, but the gingerbread baby was halfway up when the dog caught up. He barked and barked as the gingerbread baby climbed over the wall. There he is climbing, and the dog is barking at him. And there's the poor cat. The gingerbread baby is he's bothering the cat, he's bothering the dog. What a naughty little gingerbread boy, or baby, he's a baby. Maddie was still inside. He heard his mother and father yelling. He heard a cat meowing and a dog barking. And he heard the gingerbread baby shouting, "Catch me if you can." Maddie opened up the worn-looking cookbook for the second time. Do you know what animal that is? Those are goats. So now the little gingerbread baby, he's bothering the goats. Goodness gracious, gingerbread baby. Meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on down the path and into the barn. The goats looked up as he somersaulted across their backs. The last one tried to catch him, but the gingerbread baby was too fast. So it looks like two little girls. And it says, Martha and Madeline were standing by the well when the gingerbread baby stopped to take a drink. They looked at each other and winked. Martha started to talk to him while Madeline tiptoed behind him with the bucket. But they couldn't fool the gingerbread baby. So they tried to catch him with the bucket, but they couldn't trick him. He took a braid from Martha and a braid from Madeline and tied them in a knot and ran down the road. He tied their hair together. Look at him. Was that a very nice thing to do? No. Silly gingerbread baby. I can't believe he did that to those girls. Back in the house, Maddie stirred, mixed, and rolled the dough. He shaped it, put it in the pan, and into the oven. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 8 long minutes. This time he didn't peek. I will catch him if I can, Maddie said to himself. So Maddie is making something. Maybe he can use whatever he's making to catch the gingerbread baby. Let's see what he makes. As he was bouncing along, the gingerbread baby saw a farm wagon just ahead. He jumped in and settled down for the ride next to a mama pig. The smell of gingerbread was too much for her. She tossed him high in the air, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. But the gingerbread baby twisted in the air and came down hard on her porky snout. So he hurt that pig on the snout, but she was trying to eat him, so he kind of saved himself from getting eaten. And there he is again. He's so cute, but he's naughty. I am the gingerbread baby, too quick for the mother and the father, too fast for the cat, the dog, the goats, too clever for Martha and Madeline, too smart for the mama pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can. So it looks like a picture of like the town. And it says, feeling smug, the gingerbread baby strolled along by himself until he came to a bridge that crossed over to the village. So this is a picture of the village. Just as he got to the middle, he heard running feet behind him and saw a crowd of villagers ahead of him. The gingerbread baby was trapped. He jumped up into the railing, backflipped through the air, and landed on a chunk of ice floating down the river. So the villagers were trying to catch him, so he decided, I'm going to jump off the bridge into the water. The ice bobbled along with the gingerbread baby dancing on top and singing in a loud voice, "Look at me, and what do you see? The best gingerbread baby ever," until his feet got cold and he jumped ashore. So there he is on the ice, and he decided, I'm going to jump ashore. And what do you see right here? Do you know what animal that is? It's a fox. And it looks like the fox is trying to eat him, eat the gingerbread baby. Who was that watching from the trees? It was the fox. He crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him up, but the fox couldn't help himself, and he licked his chops. Smack, smack! The gingerbread baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. So there's the gingerbread baby running away from that fox. Just when the fox was catching up, the gingerbread baby saw the milk and cheese man with his can of milk. The perfect hiding place, he thought. He lifted the lid and lowered himself inside. He was so pleased that he sang at the top of his gingerbread voice. Ha, ha, hee, hee, you'll never find me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Catch me if you can. The milk and cheese man heard the gingerbread baby's voice. Who Who's meddling with my milk? He shouted and lifted the lid, but the gingerbread baby was ready. He jumped up and tweaked his nose. Look at him. He bopped him in the nose. That was kind of mean, gingerbread baby. And then we have a picture, and it's all the villagers and the mama pig and dog and cat, and everybody is running after that gingerbread baby. Now the milk and cheese man, the fox, the villagers, the mama pig, Martha and Madeline, the bleating goats, the barking dog, the meowing cat, the father, and the mother were all after the gingerbread baby and getting closer, and he knew it. The brash baby was not as peppy and proud as he had been. He sniffed a familiar smell and followed his nose into the woods. So he's going into the woods. Look, what is that? A gingerbread house, and the gingerbread baby is running to it. So that's what Maddie must have been making all this time, a gingerbread house. Let's see if he can catch the gingerbread baby. He couldn't believe what he saw. There in the middle of a clearing was a gingerbread house, frosted with sugar, covered with candy, and doors with peppermint handles wide open. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands with glee and ran inside. Maddie might have done a good job. I think it works. I think that's how he caught the gingerbread baby. The tick-tock tick. Everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they found were a few bits of frosting, a peppermint candy, and some crumbs. The father exclaimed, "The gingerbread baby has finally met his match. I wonder who it was," the mother said. "Let's go home and tell Maddie." But Maddie already knows, right? Because he made the gingerbread house. And there he is with the gingerbread house that he caught the gingerbread baby in. There he is with the house. And I love this page. Look, there's the gingerbread house, and who's inside of it? The gingerbread baby. So Maddie did a great job. He caught the gingerbread baby with the gingerbread house. So that was our cute little story about the gingerbread baby. And here's Miss Pine's gingerbread baby. And he says, "Bye, friends. Thank you for listening to our story. Bye."